Hi you guys, this is Carmen
and this is Rachelle
with Learning to Connect with Angels, and we want to thank you for being with us today, and I want to thank all my subscribers, and please remember that Rachelle does offer 1 hour readings for $45, and if you want a picture of your angel that
to go along with it, it's generally $35. I know that much.
Oh, okay, so you're welcome to check her out at www.myrootsource.com. And so today we're going to be talking about acceptance.
It's just the topic that the angel, I think their name is Sakir, comes through with. It's weird because they keep sending me different ways of spelling it and different ways of pronouncing it, but it's the same angel in essence. And they wanted to talk about accepting the gifts, like the gifts that come from heaven, as well as learning to accept your own abilities and yourself. Because for some people it seems as though it can be a little bit difficult for them to accept the offerings that the heavens give them. Oh, I know why they're talking to me about this. Because of that thing earlier. With you.
Me?
With you.
About?
Someone wanted to give you something.
Oh yes, Donna. Hi Donna. She wanted, I want to thank you. She's gonna give me some myrrh and frankincense, and she's gonna send it to me, and I felt so, you know, like privileged, so blessed that someone wanted to send something to me, and in return I said I can't just take something for nothing. I have to give her something in return, and so I'm going to paint her an angel. So now when people give me things, it almost feels like I'm unworthy in a way to be receiving things. Does that make sense? But then like a certain deep something inside me tells me, yes, you are worth it. You are worthy.
Well, I'm gonna like just casually say that someone gave me something recently too. Their name was Irina. You know who you are. I wanted to say thank you for that.
For the eye mask, and I've been using it when I meditate.
Me too.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And as soon as you get your website up, let us know, and we'll make sure to let people know.
All right.
It helps with the meditation.
Yeah. Well, what happened is like the angel just keeps bugging me about this acceptance thing, and long before Mom had even said that she has difficulty accepting gifts, they had already been pestering me softly, saying stuff like, perhaps because of the way you were brought up, you have a difficulty accepting things that people give to you. So used to giving and giving and giving, but not used to taking. And
that's true.
That is something that they wanted to talk about, a concept that they wanted to breach with you, that it is okay, I think, to accept things from people as well as from the heavens, especially like, well, just in general, it's okay. Like, you don't have to, you like it, what they're saying is like, you were not made to earn the food on your table. Okay, you're not like going to starve yourself from a good meal if you're in like the desert and someone finds you and you have nothing to give to him, but he feeds you food. Are you going to reject it? And if you do reject it, that's just rude.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's, I don't know if I said that properly, but I think y'all get the gist. So, like, one of the things that I'm with is, like, I generally am fine accepting gifts. Like, I know that too many gifts is just like, oh, okay, well, let's not go too many gifts.
Overboard.
Let's not go overboard. Let's not, like, when somebody gives me something with the anticipation of something else in return, then that is a gift that I feel like I shouldn't expect or receive. It's just like something that I should push away. It's like, that's already got bad context going on to it. I don't know why, but I can always feel when someone does something like that to me. So when somebody just gives me something and it's just out of the goodness of their heart, I'm more than willing to accept. And it's just all got to do with, like, I think the angels say it, your resonance, like the kind of person that you are, the vibration that you vibrate at best. And when it comes to, like, accepting a gift from someone, to accept a gift from the heavens, if somebody does something just out of the good of their heart, there's, like, no shame in accepting it. There's no reason that you shouldn't accept it, and that it could possibly be considered rude that you didn't accept it and stuff like that.
So it's almost like a gift also from the angels and stuff like that.
Like, there's one concern that I do get, like, when somebody gives me a gift and it's just out of the goodness of their heart, and if I think about refusing it, one of the things that comes to my mind, like, usually immediately, is if I refuse this, does that set me up for a certain type of energy?
Oh, when things are not being given, when the universe is giving to you and God, and so you're putting a halt to it, and then you're wondering why things
aren't
coming to you. I see.
That's what I've been trying. Like, I've been chasing this rabbit down the hole. Okay, I'm trying to get the words out.
I see. I get it. I see. So, well, I'm very grateful that she offered to send me these things, and it is hard, and it's something that I have to work on. It's just that kind of growing me and my sister Rose had to go through, where it was rare when things, if any, were ever given to us. Do you know what I mean? So it's real. She doesn't get emotional.
It's okay.
So it's hard for me to accept, but I'm grateful. So thank you so much for those of you who offer things to me. But I'm glad that my sister now went through this, because it's made us really strong and we have a really good bond. So, you know, my mom does try to make up for it. I actually had to tell her to stop. Right? Because she was sending me all these packages now that she can, and I had to ask my mom, it's okay, Mom, I'd rather you spend your money on you. She was sending me all these cute little angels and stuff, so I know my mom comes from a good start. So, but I do want to thank everybody who sends me things and offers me things. So thank you so much. It really means a lot to me.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mama.
No problem.
So I could see why the angels
wanted to talk about it. I know that it is not easy, especially if you come from something similar to this, to be able to accept something. Usually people have that difficulty where they're so used to giving and giving and just giving and giving some more, and then somebody wants to give them something in turn, and it's just like unusual, and you don't know how to deal with it because it's strange and it's foreign and you don't know what to do with yourself. But the angels wanted you to know, and I think that's why they kind of brought up the topic that I wrote about earlier, which was treat yourself. And
oh yeah, that's true.
which is treat yourself and not to get frustrated with like the levels that you go through as you progress in your training and stuff like that. It's that you deserve to receive in return. Like, it's just not a one-way street, you know? In a way, they urge you to accept what they call heaven's gifts.
Yeah.
Because it's just like there's that thing where if somebody gives you something and you refuse it, you could potentially put up the energy where you're saying, I don't want it, or I don't need it,
or I'm undeserving,
or I'm undeserving, and then it stops giving it to you.
Yeah, that's true.
And so I say that you should think about the kind of gift that it is before you accept it, because I wouldn't say just accept willy-nilly any kind of gift.
Yeah.
You know? Like, just think about the energy behind the gift that you're receiving before you accept it, but just know that a gift from heaven is a gift for you. They went through a lot. Like, the angels are like, they went through a lot to get the gift for you, you know? Like,
yeah. And so they influence people too.
They influence this and that and all this. Like, there's so much stuff behind the scenes. You don't even understand. You, like, couldn't begin to comprehend. There's so much stuff that they do to bring something to you. And then
it doesn't necessarily mean that just because they're influencing, the person didn't want to. Is they see an opportunity there because the person's wanting to.
Mm-hmm.
They see their heart. And so they're like,
and so they like the angels just want you to like it's from their like inside their interior, like the place where I would say that they have a heart, that they want you to have something too, because people who connect with the angels, like they're so grateful that you're there and communicate with them, because there's so many people who walk the earth and who don't like talk to them, or who don't know of their existence, or people who straight up reject their existence, people who refuse to listen to their guardian angels, people who don't want to talk to them, people who would prefer to talk to demons. There's so many variables, and like they're so grateful when you do listen to them, and when you do talk to them, and when you do spend time with them, and when you invite them to be with you, and when you invite them to do stuff with you, for you, just for the both of you. They're so grateful that they start doing stuff behind the scenes to get you something in return. And when you, it kind of feels like they kind of feel like, what is it?
Shut down?
No, like there's, it's like when you, like an invisible force field is there when they bring something to you, and then it's like not accepted.
I see, like you put it up.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Like
a barricade?
A barricade, thank you. Like, it kind of even feels like, I don't know, there's a word for this, but I don't remember it right now, where like they're running straight towards you, and then they didn't see a wall, and then like they rebound a little bit. They ricochet off of it. It's like, it's like mildly upsetting, I would say, to an angel when such a thing occurs.
Yeah. I hope I didn't make them feel that way. But when the painting, I really did want to give her a painting.
No, it's fine, but
it's like a gift from me to her, because when you guys share your stories with me, it really does touch me, you know.
It's always welcome when you guys share your stories and talk to us. I always think about it. I always think it's neat too. And what they're trying to say is like, I know that you come from a good place in wanting to give her back something, and I'm not going to discourage that. Okay, but like, there is a way that they are like, it's okay for you to take without giving in return.
I see.
Okay?
Okay.
So that's just what they want. They want to get that across to her and to you guys too, which is why it's such a topic of conversation today. And
a lot of us do go through those problems where we're so afraid of accepting because you've never really, but you give so much of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And a lot of us probably need a little reality check, like, well, stop taking so much and give more of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
But I would just say, be willing to take for as much as you give.
Because you are worth it.
Yes.
And you matter, and it's heaven's gifts.
Yes.
I see. No wonder you were like, they want to talk about acceptance. Oh, you.
What else would they say? And in all of this, they kind of like, the meaning is kind of mellowed out here. I feel like I've talked about it before. Accepting yourself.
Yeah.
I have, yeah.
Oh, no. I'm just agreeing with, like, yeah, accept yourself.
Like, you have to be able to accept yourself along with this. It's like a side message, just casually tagging along with the accept the gifts from heaven bit. Mm-hmm. Like, because I feel like that's what's important to them right now. And accept yourself, your abilities, and what you can do and what you can bring to the world. 'Cause sometimes it feels so strange. You know you can do so much, but at the same time there's that soft little doubt in the edge of your mind of like, it's not even a doubt of whether or not you can do it, but something more like a doubt that you're worth being able to do so much. You know?
Yeah.
Like, in a way, it doesn't feel you're worthy for being able to do something like that. And they just want you to know that you are. That you're always worthy. That heaven would not give you something that you weren't worthy of at the time. And that the gifts that they present to you are tools crafted especially for you. They're not for anybody else. They belong solely to you. They have your name etched right upon them. Nobody could mistake those tools for their own unless they were you. And that the self-doubting needs to stop.
Yeah.
That you deserve so much more than that. That there's things that you don't even know that you've been through that like are from past lives and stuff. And you sit here today wondering, am I worthy of this? Am I worthy to be able to do this? Do I have that kind of strength? And they're like, yes, you are. You've proved it lifetime and lifetime again. And now it's kind of the same thing. It's the underlying message that you must be willing to accept heaven's gift. And these tools in that time are also that. And like, how should I explain this? I'm like, how it's like it's so easy to say accept it, but it's another thing to actually do it. You know, like there's talking is one thing and walking's another, and
it's so weird because I decided to wear the Mr. Rogers shirt because I said, you know, hopefully they'll see my Mr. Rogers shirt, and no. He is one of my favorites. I loved Mr. Rogers growing up. When my kids were born, that's the first thing I had them watching was Mr. Rogers. And I was thinking, hopefully they'll see him and remember the beautiful message he used to give people and to tell people that they were special and all this, you know? Yeah. And it kind of correlates. So maybe, I was obviously being influenced by my angels.
There's no such thing as coincidence.
No, there isn't.
And what they wanted to say was one of the exercises that you could do in order to be able to learn to accept this gift is to imagine your body as a white silhouette in space. That's where I go to, okay? Mm-hmm. That's my go-to, but you're in a protective shield, triangular thing, a temple, if you will, okay? And from the top of it can turn and open, and from the top of it will pour in heaven's light. And the exercise is to breathe in heaven's light, just to accept it, and just to take it in for all that it is and all that it's worth. And in this, you're willing the energy to open up for you to be able to accept heaven's gifts, not only in the energy realm, but also on the earth kind of realm and dimension. And that is the one thing that they have to say for it right now. If they give me more exercises on that note, then I could potentially I'll probably write it on my root source. So you could check out the blogs there from time to time, and I'll be trying to update as much as I can, whatever they tell me, whenever they tell me. That's what I want to do.
Yeah, I've also asked her that she could write meditations too, because she is a trained hypnotist. She is certified, and so I'm like, you can do meditations too, Rachelle.
Yeah, I can. Actually, I usually tend to do it for like individualized people. I'm actually trained to do it more like one-on-one, but I could also do it in general. So
that's good.
And like the angels just want you guys to know that they love you and they're proud of you and that you deserve their love and that they want you to accept it.
And the rewards and the
rewards and the gifts and stuff like that. Like in a way they would be like, just take it as heaven courting you.
Oh, that's beautiful. Heaven courting you. I love that. That is beautiful.
That's like the best way that I could put it. Like,
yes.
Yeah, that's what they want you to do.
Okay. Then thank you, Donna.
And
Irina for the little, I really love them. They're comfortable. And I can't wait till I get my incense. And yeah, thank you guys so much for subscribing to us. You guys mean the world to us. It really does mean a lot when you guys share your stories. It makes me feel happy. I started off my YouTube channel just so that people know that they're not alone and that there are angels, and to teach you all how to connect. And I'm constantly being guided in different ways to connect, and now that Rachelle's more open and stuff, I'd like for her to share that information too. It's just, I just want you to know that you're never alone. There's an angel by your side, guiding you, nudging you, loving you. You're one, you're not separated, and they don't judge you. So know that they love you unconditionally and are your biggest cheerleader. So, but know that you have a whole cheerleading squad behind you. So, anything else, Rachelle?
The angels are just generally like appeased by that, and they also want to say that if you are contemplating getting an angel reading, this is what the angels are saying, but you know what, it's in my benefit. That just to extend a message my way, because like I'm gonna fix the store up so that the payments can be set up like immediately, but we do need to talk about when the scheduling of it will commence and stuff like that. So just shoot a message my way that you're interested, because that would be great to hear.
And know that the angels are encouraging and loving, and they're not going to give you negative, scary information
unless it's necessary. Like
you need to get with the program and change your life around, you know, get your
kind
life
of it.
together.
But I've never ever heard them do it in like a mean way. It's just a gentle kind of nudging that's just like, you need to get your life together, sweetheart. Okay.
Yes. But so thank you so much, you guys. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and
thank you for watching.
Yes, and feel free to shoot Rachelle any emails. myrootsource.com or on her Facebook.
I also answer to those.
And me too, you guys. So take care.
Take care.
Bye.